to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. You brought a lot of money. But me.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny.
Another one. DJ Khaled.
Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Here's Dunleavy. Dishes it to Gibson. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Outside, Green. Shoots it up. Offensive rebound. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And Chicago has possession. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there, and most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Butler on the wing. Stolen by Thompson. 4-on-3 break. Poked away. Green kicks to Bogut. Back to Green. Baseline jumper. Rebounded by Rose.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Curry with the 3. And again, no good by Golden State.
Still looking for their first basket. 5 misses to start the game.
And it's Rose penetrating. Good. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Green. Drilled from 11 feet out.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. We'll see if that's the case here.
Outside Gasol. Cannot hit. The Warriors go the other way with it. Outside Curry. From deep three-point range. Another miss by Curry.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Rose. The 10-footer. Green, no luck. Bulls have had a great rebounding team for a long time now. Last season was no different.
Yeah, so many categories to measure how well a team rebounds. The Bulls were in the top.
Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. Rose against Bogut. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Bulls leading by 6. All alone, and there's the nice layup by Rose.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Chicago also making some changes. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Etuan Moore comes in for Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. Offensive rebound. Here's Noah. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Noah's got his first basket of the night.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
The Bulls have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Back to Moore. Got a piece of it. The shot no good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Barbosa for 3. Rebounded by Moore. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. McDermott comes in for Mike Dunleavy.
Doug McDermott. Nikola Mirotic.
1:16 left in the first quarter. Here's Ezeli. And that one goes long. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Here is Brooks after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Moore with the bucket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Warriors trail by 7.
And, you know, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically. 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gift, watch out, watch out.
And that's not even close.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
And that's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
He's about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
And the second free throw, good. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The baseline J. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And it's good on the layup. Ezeli's got his first 2 points.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
To the left side wing. Rush with the steal. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Bulls up 6. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And before the game, Star Center Joakim Noah talked about the intensity of...
I feel like we're the hungriest team in the NBA.
You know, I think Joakim can certainly make a case, Clark, for Chicago being that famished 5, especially with Rose back on the court.
There's no doubting that, Kevin. I mean, even the addition of Gasol with his 2 rings, the way he left things in L.A., that left him with an appetite that has him still hustling.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Portis is out there with Doug McDermott. Then there's Noah. Then it's Brooks. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Warriors trail by 4.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled. Ready?
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Bulls making a change also. Mirotic is checked in. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on... side of the ball.
And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Iguodala comes in for Green, and Curry subbed in for Ian Clark. Then for the Bulls, Taj Gibson's checked in for Portis. Etuan Moore comes in for Justin Holiday, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Aaron Brooks.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
The Bulls leading by 4. Rose kicks it to Noah. It's stolen by Bogut. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Rush gets the bucket.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Hangs, and there's Noah on the assist from Mirotic. Noah's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Iguodala no good.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Brandon Rush. And Chicago also making a switch. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Noah. And Gibson, here we go. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland, and he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset. In terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
From deep, Rose with the block.
And they continue to control.
That's why they're ahead.
Dunleavy dishes to Gibson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Warriors trail by 8. Iguodala's drive. That's good. Iguodala's got his second basket of the game.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
Rose passes to Gibson. Down low. Here's Mirotic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mirotic has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Chicago. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Curry. Curry with another miss.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And that is good. And it's a 10-point Chicago lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Ezeli's checked in for Golden State. Chicago also making some changes. Gasol comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Derrick Rose. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Curry. How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there.
Count the bucket.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. The shot's good from Gasol.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Chicago with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of and good talent, that actually excellent talent to make it special, and that combination is a winning one.
Fires from the corner, and an air ball on that one. Way off.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Warriors trail by 15. They double him with Butler. Down low. Here's Ezeli, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Ian Clark's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. Dunleavy kicks to Butler. Right through the D for the layup. Butler's got 6.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Here's Livingston. Rebounded by Moore.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them. And south.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Ezeli. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. To the inside, and stolen by Spates. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The fadeaway, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
He doesn't get the second one.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
And that one's good.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
It's tipped. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Bulls lead by 16. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They're leading by 16. Let's start with you, Kenny. What did you think?
They're just pulling down rebounds at will. Their aggressiveness has been dynamite, flying in from all angles. With rebounding, you assume that everything is a miss, and obviously they've taken that to heart.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Barbecue chicken. They were completely overmatched in the low post. I couldn't believe the amount of points they allowed in the paint. Wow, I thought I was out there scoring, playing back.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Pau Gasol with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5, down low. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Outside Curry. 11 feet away, connects, the jumper drops. Curry's got 11.
You know, guys, when you see it come together like that, I mean, that's the offensive set you want to have. Well done.
On our old partner, Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Warriors trail by 13. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And the Warriors miss again.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Thompson against Butler. Shoots a fader. Off the left rim and out.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Green, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Doug McDermott comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. And stolen by Barnes. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Low block shot on the way. Some solid defense from Butler.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And the rejection by Ezeli. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. Justin Holiday's checked in for the Bulls. And stolen by Barnes. Over in the corner, Livingston looking to get back on track here. That cuts the lead to single digits.
You know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
Warriors trail by 11. It's Leandro Barbosa on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Barbosa. Noah with the block. Barnes against Holiday. Can't get it to go. Good defense by Iguodala. Shoots the 3. And it's Barbosa again missing. Chicago leading by 11. Mirotic dishes to Holiday. Comes up empty down low. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Now here's Barnes. Not a lot of room. Off on the layup.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Iguodala with the steal. Here is Livingston. Brooks covering. Good. Livingston's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test.